I'm still working through Walter Murch's book, Suddenly Something Clicked, which I can't recommend highly enough. That's sort of like the one I'm slow. It is a dense book, and it's going to take me a long time to read, but I am continually, it really feels like putting yourself through film school, where, I mean, it is so interesting and looking at things in a different way, and he keeps it so filled with, he'll talk about editing a scene in the conversation, then he'll have his Vimeo clips available so you can see what he's talking about, of the theory of match cutting and how it's kind of frowned upon and how you do it through desperation when you're editing a movie. And he does a match cut in the conversation, which he still kind of cringes at, and then he corrects it for himself in a clip. He's like, this is how I would probably do it now. He re-edits
a scene
yeah,
from the
and he shows you.
conversation.
And if you show it to just a random person who hasn't like read his thought process in it, you probably don't notice it all.
Oh.
Where like a match cut is, I'll try my best to communicate it, because people,
it's where you match the action of the previous scene with something in the new scene. So maybe it's like a door slam is someone dropping a book down or something. Is that what you know?
No.
I think of something else.
Yeah.
That's a match on action.
A match, like, so this is like you're trying to match the action within the scene. So if I start to punch you, then I edit to another angle, continuing that same punch through on you. And a lot of those are done in action sequences. But it's sort of what students who are learning editing do a lot. So it does seem less complicated. So the scene he uses as an example is Harry Call from the conversation at his editing bay, or his like audio editing bay, and his hands move over to the control panel. So you see the hands starting to move over, then edit to an overhead shot, and then the hands continue to move on top of it. He's like, what I would do now is I would just show the hands and then cut to the hands at the other place.
Yeah.
I wouldn't show the actual movement over. I would let that happen in people's heads.
Right.
So it is a really like,
it's like a hack trick to do the other way.
It's not hack, and but it seems like, for lack of a better way to explain it without pulling the book out, like not cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's less artistic.
And it seems like only done when you have to do it,
Right.
when there's no other way around it.
Yeah.
And he brings up one of the oldest, like a legend in the editing world, who I should know. He started at the Max Sennett Studios, editing silent comedies. Max Sennett Studios, which is walking distance from where we are now.
Yeah.
And this guy was there, and all his movies were match. I think it's match cut. I'm worried now I'm fucking it up. But he's like, well, yeah, of course. I had to do it. I had no other fucking choice. But we shouldn't do it at all. And so it's more kind of like picking and choosing when you have to do it. But it's full of interesting viewpoints that I never fucking would have looked at in a million years without reading this guy's book.
Yeah, I guess in a sense, too, it's like trimming the fat, too. It's like, if you don't need it, don't
Right,
do it at all.
And it seems a little old school, because it's like, we can't let the audio, your brain needs to know the exact path the hands take when they move from something to
But
something.
he was like, I'm not saying don't ever do it. You'll see it a lot in action sequences, and it's really necessary to do it in action sequences. But this will be the last I talk about the book.
Hey,
I will not talk about it again, because it's going to take me so fucking long to finish this book that it will dominate the next like 3 Shadow Wolves. So I am making a promise to all of you that I will stop annoying the fuck out of you.
Roger's merch era.
Things, yes. The merch era, it will only be personal, but I highly recommend the book. And it is, not only will it take me the next 3 Shadow Wolves to finish this book, this is volume 1. He hasn't even published volume 2 yet.
Jesus Christ. Well, if
He's 82 years old.
If you want to hear Ben's thoughts more in depthly, go to merch.actionboys.biz.
And you can get the t-shirt where I have kind of summed up my feelings.
It's like this. It's all written on.
It's a word cloud.
Yeah.